good? Think so. Whoops. All right. Hopefully everyone's having a nice Thursday. It's been pretty crappy weather. It's been raining all day. So yeah, we're gonna talk about football, talk about MLS, talk about the World Series, talk NHL, talk NBA, and then we're gonna do NBA tier list / power rankings. So yeah, there you go. So obviously, the first thing we got to talk about is obviously the Thursday night football game tonight between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. This could be an ugly game, my opinion. I think is Lamar Jackson playing? I'm not sure. Probably. But yeah, if he is, the Ravens are for sure winning this game. Dolphins, they're just not good. Then talk about MLS from yesterday. Playoffs. LAFC beating Austin 2-1. That's like all the first leg games over. Only one away team won. When that was NYCFC. Yeah, Miami, Philadelphia, Vancouver, San Diego, Cincinnati, Minnesota, and the LAFC all won. And yeah, next set of games not until Saturday. Then talk about the World Series game from yesterday. The Toronto Blue Jays beating the Los Angeles Dodgers 6-1. They had two first-inning home runs from David Schneider and Vladimir Guerrero. Dodgers hit a home run by Enrique Hernandez, but then Blue Jays just pretty much took control for the rest of the game. Trey Savage with 12 strikeouts. Blake Snell, not the best of games for him. And yeah, Blue Jays are one win away from winning the World Series for the first time since like 1992 around. So it'd be like 30 plus years with be a big thing for Toronto. Then for NHL, there was only one game yesterday between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs. The Blue Jackets 26-3. See, for the Maple Leafs, Tavares scored. Nicholas Robinson, 1 goal, 1 assist. And for the Blue Jackets, Charlie Coyle with 4 assists. Cole Sillinger with 2 goals and assists. Matthew Oliver, 1 goal, 3 assists. Yeah, so that was the only game of yesterday for NHL. So in terms of the games today, we got Sabres and Bruins. The Canada battle here between the Flames and the Senators. You got Predators and Flyers, Stars and Lightning, Islanders Hurricanes, Blackhawks Jets, Canucks Blues, Penguins Wild, Rangers Oilers, Devils Sharks, and then my Red Wings against the Kings. So yeah, now on to the NBA games yesterday. There was 10 games. Let's see, so first game to talk about was the Rockets beating the Raptors, 139-121. Looking at stats here, obviously Kevin Durant over 30 points once again. Jabari Smith with 25 points. Alperen Sengun with 18 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. Amen Thompson with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. Steven Adams with a double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds. Tari Eason with 14 points. Josh Okogie with 10. Then for the Raptors, Scotty Barnes with 31 points. Brandon Ingram with 29. Emmanuel Quickley with 15. RJ Barrett with 10. Yeah, Rockets, back-to-back wins for them. Raptors only have 1 win in the year so far. Next up, we got my Detroit Pistons beating the Orlando Magic 135-116. So for the Magic, Paulo Banchero with 24 points, 11 rebounds, the free throws doing a big part of that. Franz Wagner with 22 points, Desmond Bane with 12, Tristan Da Silva with 15. Yeah, for the Pistons, obviously Cade Cunningham with 30 points and 10 assists. That's normal Cade Cunningham right there. Tobias Harris with 23 points. Jalen Duren, 21 points, 13 rebounds. Asar Thompson with 12 points, 11 rebounds. Duncan Robinson with 15 points. Ron Holland with 10. Yeah, another great win for my Pistons there. And so we got the Boston Celtics beating the Cleveland Cavaliers, 125-105. See, for the Cavaliers, no one over 20. Evan Mobley with 19 points, 11 rebounds. Jalen Tyson with 19 points. DeAndre Hunter with 18. Jared Allen with 16. Donovan Mitchell with 15 points. Then for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown with 30 points, as well as Sam Hauser with 21 points as well. Derek White with 19. Anthony Simons with 14 points. Josh Minotts with 11 points, 15 rebounds. Payne Pritchard with 10 points. Nehemias Keita with 10 points, 13 rebounds. Much needed win there for the Celtics. See, next up we got the Atlanta Hawks beating the Brooklyn Nets 117 to 112. Jalen Johnson with 23 points. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with 18 points. Onyeka Okongwu with 12 points, 14 rebounds. Luke Kennard with 17. Kristaps Porzingis with 14. Trae Young with only 6 points in only 7 minutes. Probably got injured, I would have to assume. For the Nets, Michael Porter Jr. with 32 points. Cam Thomas with 19. Claxton with 18 points, 11 rebounds. Tyrese Martin with 13. Yeah, Nets, they remain winless throughout 5 games. Next up, we got the Chicago Bulls beating the Sacramento Kings 126 to 113. See, for the Kings, Zach LaVine playing against his former team with 30 points. DeMar DeRozan with 19 points. Domantas Sabonis with 18 points, 11 rebounds. Russell Westbrook with 12. Malik Monk with 15. For the Bulls, Mateusz Buzelis with 27 points. Josh Giddey with 20 points. Kevin Huerter with 18. Nikola Vucevic with 13 points, 14 rebounds. Trey Jones with 11 points. Yeah, Bulls also undefeated. Actually, let me do something real quick. Let me change the. It's currently on light mode, so let me change it to dark mode. See how you do that. Here, appearance, dark. There you go. Much better on the eyes. Oh, never mind. Switch slots right back. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Next up, there you go. Next up, we got is the Dallas Mavericks beating the Indiana Pacers 107 to 105. See, for the Pacers, you got Pascal Siakam with 27 points, 13 rebounds. Jarris Walker with 20 points. Ray J. Dennis with 17. That's pretty much it. And then for the Mavericks, Brandon Williams with 20 points. Dwight Powell 18. DeAndre Russell with 14 points. Cooper Flagg 15 points, 10 rebounds. PJ Washington 9 points, 11 rebounds. Max Christie with 10 points. Yeah, Pacers are also winless. A little bit of a surprise there. Next up, we got the Portland Trailblazers beating the Utah Jazz 136 to 134. See, for the Trailblazers, Drew Holiday with 27 points. Denny Avdija with 19 points, 9 rebounds. Shadon Sharp with 18 points, as well as Jeremy Grant. Toumani Camara with 17. And for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen with 32 points. Keontae George with 29 points. Walker Kessler with a double-double, 18 points, 12 rebounds. Yusuf Nurkic with 13 points. Yeah, another that was a high-scoring game yesterday there. Next up, we got the Denver Nuggets beating the New Orleans Pelicans 122 to 88. See, for the Pelicans, Jeremiah Fears with 21 points. Zion Williamson with 11. Yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. The Pelicans were horrible in this game. Wow. Then for the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic, 21 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. Triple-double for him. Jamal Murray with 17 points. Christian Brown with 17 as well. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 11. Jonas Valanciunas with 10. Yeah, the Pelicans, they're looking like a horrible team this year. 2 more games to go. Also, you got the Los Angeles Lakers beating the Minnesota Timberwolves 116 to 115 in a buzzer beater win for the Lakers. Austin Reeves with 28 points, 16 rebounds. He's been having a big year so far. DeAndre Ayton with 17 points, 10 rebounds. Rui Hachimura with 17 points. Oh yeah, Jake LaRavia with 27 points. Almost missed him. Dylan Connect with 15. Jared Vanderbilt with 12 rebounds. Then for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle with 33 points. Jay McDaniels with 30. Yeah, and Dante DiVincenzo with 14. No one else did anything. Then for the last game, we got the Memphis Grizzlies beating the Phoenix Suns 114 to 113. See, for the Grizzlies, John Morant with 28 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 18 points. Santi Aldama with 14 points, 10 rebounds. Cedric Coward, with 14 points. Contagious Caldwell Pope with 11. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, Suns not looking too good so far. And for the NBA games tonight, we got the Magic versus Hornets, Wizards versus the Bucks. Warriors versus Bucks, my bad. Wizards versus Thunder, and Heat versus the Spurs. So yeah, there you go. Now on to the NBA tier list / power rankings. So first team we got here is the. So let me do this real quick. I forgot to do this. So first team we got is the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're 5-0. They've beaten the Rockets, they've beaten the Pacers, they've beaten the Hawks, the Mavericks, and the Kings. And obviously they're the defending NBA champions, and they're undefeated. No other spot to put them in besides S tier at this point. Pretty obvious first team there. Next up, we got the Phoenix Suns. See, they beat the Kings, but then they've lost 4 straight games in a row. They lost to the Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, and the Grizzlies. So yeah, really outside of that first game, they've not looked that great. They could have won yesterday's game. Just John Morant with a big clutch bucket. Probably put the Suns in D tier. They only have 1 win. At least they're not winless. If they were winless, they would be an F tier. But at least they got a win. But yeah, nothing higher than D tier, though. Next up we got is the San Antonio Spurs. See, they beat the Mavericks, they beat the Pelicans, they beat the Nets, and they beat the Raptors. I know all the opponents they played are pretty garbage. All easy teams to beat. But again, they're holy crap. They're beating the teams they're supposed to. So, and they're also undefeated. So, kind of have to put them in S tier. Plus, Victor Wembanyama is an absolute baller. Yeah. He pretty much been Wembanyama carrying that team. See, next up we got the Boston Celtics, who they lost to the Sixers, they lost to the Knicks, they lost to the Pistons, they beat the Pelicans, and they did beat the Cavs. Obviously they've been hit with injuries. They've had the injury bug. But yeah, Celtics, I guess I'll probably put them C tier. I think being the Cavaliers really kind of carried their tier up a little bit. Obviously they beat the Pelicans, but everyone's beating the Pelicans at this point. Yeah, it's pretty much just been Jaylen Brown carrying that the team pretty much the whole in the first week of the season. But yeah, not the best to start for the Celtics. Next up, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers, who they lost to the Knicks, they beat the Nets, they beat the Bucks, they beat my Pistons, and then they lost to the Celtics. I don't know how you beat I don't know how you beat like the Pistons, but then you lose to the Celtics. Doesn't really make that much sense to me. Cavs, I'd probably say B tier. I mean, they beat the Nets. Yeah, that's cool. They beat the Bucks, Pistons, decent teams. They did lose to the Knicks. I'd probably say that they've been off to a decent start. Next up, we got is the Milwaukee Bucks. They beat the Wizards, beat the Raptors, lost to the Cavs, did beat the Knicks. Obviously, Giannis. He's been unbelievable, like always. Bucks, I'd probably put them around B tier. I think that's probably fair. They could, actually, no, I'll put them A tier because I think they only have one loss in 4 games. I know the opponents they beat they're not the best, but I mean they're like, compared to these other NBA teams. I mean they've definitely been way better than these other teams. All right, next up we got the Minnesota Timberwolves, who let's see, they beat the Blazers, they lost to the Lakers, they beat the Timberwolves, they lost to the Nuggets, and then they lost to the Lakers. So yeah, like they've been up and down. The 2 wins they are not the best, and the 3 losses were against good teams. I'll probably say C tier. Yeah, it's probably C tier for them. Again, it's not complete garbage. Losing to the Lakers twice, though, I mean that's a little. It's a little concerning there, but I think the Timberwolves are probably gonna be fine. But obviously, them being under 500 in 5 games in, gotta put them in C tier. Next up, we got is the Philadelphia 76ers, who beat the Celtics, beat the Hornets, beat the Magic, and also beat the Wizards. And again, like none of the teams they've beaten are like spectacular, kind of similar to the Spurs. But again, you have to put them S tier. They're undefeated. Like if you're an undefeated team, like the first week of the season, I mean you kind of have to put them in S tier. Again, this could all change. Maybe the Sixers, like who knows, the Sixers could lose like 5 games in a row, and then they'll just drop down. But looking right now, I mean, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, they've been pretty much the 2 standout players for Philadelphia. So yeah, gotta be S tier there. Next up, we got is the Chicago Bulls, who beat the Pistons, Magic, Hawks, and the Kings. And same situation here, S tier. Again, the teams they've beaten haven't been that great. But again, they're winning. They're winning the games. They're winning those games. Like they're undefeated once again. Same exact situation here. So yeah, gotta be S tier. Next up, we got the Memphis Grizzlies. They beat the Pelicans. They got crushed by the Heat. They beat the Pacers. Then they lose to the Warriors, and then they beat the Suns. So yeah, that's pretty much the definition of up and down. Win, loss, win, loss, win for the Grizzlies. A little bit inconsistent. And again, the opponent, again, like I keep saying, the opponents they're beating have not been that good, but still got to put them B tier right in there. Yeah, I mean, getting crushed by the Heat, though, is not. I mean, it's not actually getting crushed by. I mean, getting destroyed in any game is not good, but I mean, to the Heat have been good though. We'll get to them later. Next up, we got the Magic, who actually did beat the Heat, but then they lost to the Hawks, Bulls, Sixers, and Pistons, which means they are 1-4. They've been off to a D tier start. They're only having 1 win in 5 games. is a bad look for a team that I'm expecting the Magic to be a really, really good team this year. But obviously only, like I said, 5 games in, only 1 win. Not a good look. Again, it's going to change though. Let's see. Next up, we got to see Portland Trailblazers. Yeah, lost to the Timberwolves. Did destroy the Warriors. They lose to the Clippers. They beat the Lakers and they beat the Jazz, both on the road. The Blazers have really been a pretty good team so far. A little surprising good team here. I mean, actually, all the opponents they played have been somewhat at minimum decent teams. Like, yes, even the Jazz have been decent. We'll also get to them later. But yeah, I mean the Blazers. Again, they have 3 wins in 5 games. Nothing really much else to say there. Next up, we got the Brooklyn Nets. Lost to the Hornets, Cavs, Spurs, Rockets, and Hawks. They're winless. F tier. Really nothing to say here. They're 0-5. 0 wins in 5 games. No matter how you word it, they're still F tier. Pretty much end of story there. Next up, we got the Washington Wizards, who lost to the Bucks. They did beat the Mavericks. Lost to the Hornets, and lost a game they should have won against the Sixers. Wizards, they've looked good. They've looked decent at times. I mean, they've shown some a couple moments of competitiveness. Do I put them D tier or do I put them C tier? Nah, I'll probably leave them in D tier because they're still are a very inexperienced. They're not a good team still, but I mean at least they do got a win under their belt, which can't really say about the Nets right now. So yeah, I think D tier seems fair. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Lakers, who lost to the Warriors, beat the Timberwolves, they beat the Kings, lost to the Trailblazers, and then they beat the Timberwolves yesterday. So yeah, two of the 3 wins against the Timberwolves. So therefore, I mean, they have to be above Minnesota. Probably gonna slide the Lakers right into B tier. Seems logical, right? I mean, they're 3-2. They can't be in C tier with the same tier as Minnesota because they beat them twice. So yeah, a tier above. Fair enough. Austin Reeves has been absolute baller, by the way. See, next to the guys, the New Orleans Pelicans. See, they lost to the Grizzlies, lost to the Spurs, lost to the Celtics, and lost to the Nuggets. I mean, the last 2 games, they haven't even put up 100 points. Yeah, they haven't even put up 100 points in the last 2 games. Straight into F tier. They don't have a win like the Nets. Just kind of have to put them right in there. See, next up we got is the Sacramento Kings. See, they lost to the Suns. They beat the Jazz in a narrow win. Beat the Lakers. Lost to the Lakers. My apologies. Lost to the Thunder. Lost to the Bulls. Again, 1 win in 4 games. Same situation as the Magic and the Suns. Bad start for the Kings. They could be 0-5 right now. They could have been 0-5. But obviously, the 1 win against the Jazz prevents them from being F tier. But yeah. Next up, we got the Toronto Raptors, who obviously destroyed the Hawks, but then they lost 4 straight to the Bucks, Mavericks, Spurs, and Rockets. And same situation here. 1 win in 5 games. Exact same, You know, they won the first game, lost 4 straight. Gotta be D tier. Yeah. See, next up we got is the Los Angeles Clippers, who have got destroyed by the Jazz, destroyed the Suns, beat the Trailblazers, and then only put up 79 against the Warriors in a loss. Clippers, C tier. Gotta be right there in C tier. Again, they've just been average. Really nothing much to say about them. They've just been okay. They've just been meh. See, next up we got the Golden State Warriors, who beat the Lakers, beat the Nuggets, lost to the Trailblazers, but then they beat the Grizzlies and the Clippers. Warriors, they've been off to a really nice start. 4 wins in 5 games. Really can't complain there. Gotta put them right in the A tier. If they would have beaten the Trailblazers, they would have definitely been in S tier for sure. But I think they're probably as close to S tier as you probably get without being in S tier. I mean, they really can't complain, like I said. But yeah. Let's see how many teams we got left. 3, 6. We only got 10 more teams to go. Wow, we're going by this quickly. Our next team we got is the New York Knicks. Obviously, beat the Cavs. They beat the Celtics. And they lost their last 2 games to the Heat and the Bucks. Yeah, I mean the Knicks again. They've just been they've been a decent team. I guess do I put them C tier or B tier? I guess I'll probably put them right at B tier. Very back of B tier though. I mean, like their 2 wins were at home. Their 2 losses were on the road. Yeah, it's just been an all right start for the Knicks. I think they still have been better than the teams in C tier, just barely though. All right, actually, I got used to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. All right, there we go. We're back. Just give me one more. All right, there you go. Yep, we're good. All right, we got now more teams to go over. Here we go. Next up, we got is the Dallas Mavericks. They lost to the Spurs, lost to the Wizards, beat the Raptors, lost to the Thunder, and then they beat the Pacers. Mavericks, I mean, losing to the Wizards is not a good look. At least they didn't lose to the Raptors or the Pacers. So I guess you probably put them right in the C tier. Again, I don't know how you lose to the Wizards. Yeah, it's just. But I mean, again, regardless, I think at least they got 2 wins under the belt, both against bad teams. But 2 wins is 2 wins still. So I mean, again, pretty mediocre start. Next up, we got the Houston Rockets, who lost to the Thunder, obviously, on opening night. Lost to the Pistons. They beat the Nets and the Raptors. So again, with the Rockets, they've beaten 2. They've lost to 2 good teams, but then they've obviously lost to. They lost to 2 good teams, but then they obviously beat 2 bad teams. I should have moved the Knicks down to C tier. Rockets, you got to put them right C tier. But yeah, I think if once they beat a good opponent, I think you could move up to B tier. But yeah, for now, just slide right in there. C tier. Next up, we got the Pistons, who lost to the Bulls, beat the Rockets, beat the Celtics, got crushed by the Cavs, and then obviously crushed the Magic. So yeah, I mean, again, Pistons, they've had a decent start to the season. Obviously, the game against the Cavs not a good look, but you gotta put them right in the B tier, comfortably. Definitely not garbage enough to be C tier, but definitely not good enough to be A. But yeah, hopefully my Pistons could really get up and going here. Next up, we got is the Utah Jazz, who beat the Clippers, lost to the Kings, beat the Suns, lost to the Blazers. I mean, the Jazz could realistically been undefeated. They only lost to the Kings by 1, and they only lost to the Trailblazers by 2. So yeah, if they would have just gotten 4 points, if they would have gotten 2 more points in the Kings game and 3 more points in the Blazers game, they would be undefeated. So I think I know the Knicks are 2-2. I put them in C tier, but I think the Jazz probably gonna go right into B tier. It seems a little bit weird. I know, you might be thinking, why are the Knicks in B and C tier at 2-2, but the Jazz are in B tier at 2-2? But yeah, again, they put up a good amount of points each game. They have been competitive, obviously. So yeah, I think B tier for the Jazz actually. I could be a tad overestimating them, but they haven't been that bad though. So you got 5 more teams to go. Next up, we got the Miami Heat, who obviously lost to the Magic in their first game, but then they crushed the Grizzlies, beat the Knicks, and then crushed the Hornets. So yeah, ever since that first game, the Heat have been on a heater, no pun intended. So yeah, I put them in A tier. 3 wins in 4 games, been pretty good for them. I could technically put the Warriors in A tier, in S tier. I might be considering it. You know what? Yeah, I'm putting them in S tier. Yep, I'm putting the Warriors in S tier. They're gonna be back of S tier though. I know they're not undefeated. I know, but still they. Anyway, back to the Heat. Yeah, they've had a really good stretch of games here. Let's see. Next up, we got the Charlotte Hornets, who beat the Nets, lost to the Sixers, beat the Wizards, and then got crushed by the Heat. The Hornets, they've been all right. They could have won that game against the Sixers. They've beaten 2 bad teams they probably should be beating. Probably put them right in the C tier. He's been very average. See, next up we got is the Pacers. Yeah, lost to the Thunder, lost to the Grizzlies, lost to the Timberwolves, and even lost to the Mavericks. So obviously, they haven't won a game, so you got to put them in F tier. Again, this could all change, but yeah, I mean, but again, if you're winless in the first week of the season, you gotta be F tier. No other really debate there. See, next up we got the Atlanta Hawks, who got crushed by the Raptors, beat the Magic, lost to the Thunder, lost to the Bulls, and then they beat the Nets. Again, not really an impressive stretch of games here for the Hawks, but I guess you probably just put them right at C tier again. Just like there's like really nothing, they really nothing too outstanding with them. Just another average team there. But yeah. Let's see. Next up we got is the last team we got here is the Denver Nuggets. Lost to the Warriors in overtime. They beat the Suns, beat the Timberwolves, and then crushed the Pelicans. Yeah, three wins in 4 games. Same with the Heat and the Bucks. Ryan A tier. Comfortable A tier, in fact, for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic, absolute baller. Like the whole starting 5 has been great for Denver. Nothing really much to complain about there. But yeah, I know this was a very, very quick tier list / power rankings. I know this was very, very quick. But yeah, I think this is pretty good though. Actually, let me readjust them by within the tiers though. So I think in F tier, I think the Nets have probably been the worst team in the NBA. I mean, they're the only team at 0-5. The other 2 winless teams are at 0-4. In terms of the Pelicans and the Pacers, it's close. I'll probably put the Pacers slightly ahead of the Pelicans, just because at least the Pacers can clear 100 points a game. I mean, the Pelicans have literally had 2 straight games without even putting up 100 points. So I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory there. See, all right, now in terms of D tier, I'd probably say probably Kings. Okay, actually, we have to use logical here. We have to use our logic. The Suns beat the Kings, so the Suns have to be ahead of the Kings. Magic beat the Hawks. I mean the Heat. They beat the Heat. Raptors, they beat the Hawks, in which the Magic lost to them. The Wizards, they beat the Mavericks. I'd probably say Magic front of D tier. Yeah, I mean, actually, the Wizards are the only team here with not 4 losses. They're 1-3. The other teams in this tier have 4 losses. So probably Wizards, probably D tier. Have like front D tier, then the Magic, then the Suns, then the Raptors and Kings. Yep. I think I like that quite a bit. Now we got this whole bundle of teams in C tier. You probably go. I'm trying to think here. Honestly, I think probably the Mavericks have probably been the worst team in this tier. Then probably Hawks. I'd probably say Knicks probably front of C tier. Timberwolves there. I'd probably put those Celtics towards the back. Actually, I'd probably put Rockets ahead, Timberwolves. Then Hornets and the Clippers. Then the Celtics and the Hawks and the Mavericks. Alright, then in terms of B tier, I probably say Jazz back of B tier. Then I'll probably say the Trailblazers. To put the Grizzlies ahead of the Cavs. I mean, the Cavs did lose to the Celtics. That's pretty bad. Wait, who the Lakers lost to the Warriors. Who else? They lost. Did they lose to the Trailblazers? So I do got to put the Lakers behind the Trailblazers. I do. Well, I have to put the Cavs ahead of the Pistons because the Cavs beat the Pistons. See who the Grizzlies beat? They beat the Pelicans, the Pacers, and the Suns. That's not impressive wins there. I'd probably say Grizzlies back there, then Lakers and Blazers, then Pistons, and then Cavs. That seems pretty fair for B tier. Then in terms of A tier, you probably kind of like the Nuggets actually in the front of A tier. Then between the Bucks and the Heat, it's close. Probably go Heat and then Bucks. And in terms of S tier, Warriors gotta be back as the only one in this tier with a loss. I'll probably say the Bulls have probably been the worst out of the undefeated teams. Probably between Sixers and the Spurs. Again, the Sixers wins have been kind of mid. So have the Spurs too. Like both these teams, like their wins have all been against pretty stinky opponents. I guess I probably favor the Sixers slightly more because I think the Spurs are being carried a little too much by Wembanyama. I mean, they do got other good players who are helping, but I think Wembanyama is pretty much just like the true guy there. Meanwhile, the Sixers, they have Maxey and Edgecombe, as well as Embiid at times. Well, and obviously the consensus number one, obviously the Thunder. They're only 5-0 team. So yeah, Thunder gotta be number one though for sure. But yeah, I think I'm pretty confident in this power ranking / tier list. I think this is good. Yeah, I'm not gonna change anything else. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of the tier list there. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream. So we talked a little NFL, a little MLS, a little MLB World Series, a little bit of NHL, and we talked NBA. Did an NBA tier list / power rankings. Obviously, so yeah, pretty much like every week on Tuesdays I'm doing NFL power rankings. On Wednesday I'm doing NHL power rankings, and then on Thursday I'm doing NBA power rankings. That's pretty much gonna be like this, the theme for every week. So yeah, follow me on all socials, subscribe to YouTube, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, follow me on Twitch. Hope you have a great rest of the day, and I may see you guys tomorrow for Halloween. Really depends what's going on tomorrow. I may be busy, but if I'm not busy, I'll definitely stream for Halloween tomorrow, for sure. But yeah, see ya.